Do you want to see Interstellar over and over again for the rest of your life? Now you can.
It's a slow week, but we do have a trailer for the Game of Thrones video game.
And we finally figured out the gender of the little mushroom person from the Super Mario Brothers game.
Today is Friday, November 21st, 2014. My name is Eric.
My name is Jake.
I'm Mike.
And this is pretty much it.
Yeah.
Woo!
How about it?
How about that?
How about this?
How about those?
How about who?
How about why?
Am
about what?
I having a seizure right now?
No, but you know what you're having? News.
Oh.
Thrown at your face.
Too much.
Wait a minute.
Guess what kind?
Wait, don't wipe it off. What kind of news is that?
Oh,
Take a
it's
look
in my
at
eyes.
Let me get. It's movie news.
Oh, look at it.
It's too spicy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Guys, we've got movie news. It was a slow week.
It's a slow week.
Robin
all
Williams came back to haunt us a little bit.
when will
And
he
slow
let
the
us
news
go?
down.
He's like the ghost of Christmas lack of news.
No,
Yeah.
this week it was the director of The Graduate. He's slow
Oh,
as shit
yeah,
down.
that schmuck.
Did he hang himself?
No.
Oh.
But he came to
you
take
can't-
the news
God
from
killed
us.
You guys know that you can't come back as a ghostly spirit if you don't try to hang yourself.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's the rule.
That's like that's
Ooh.
how the rule of ghosts in Harry Potter world.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Guys,
yeah, they all die gruesomely, right?
have you ever heard of Captain America 3?
I have. I'm pretty excited.
Does it have anything to do with Captain America 2?
No,
No.
this is a different movie.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Captain America 3. We got someone who is officially joined the cast. I don't recall if he's officially joined the cast. I think he did officially,
Pretty
but we don't
much.
know who he's playing. Daniel, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Daniel Bruhl. Is that right? Or Bruhl?
Bruhl.
I think it's like one of those things where like if you're from where he's from, you know how to say it.
Yeah.
Brule.
There's something. There's a
Dr.
freaking
Steve Brule.
thing.
Dr.
Yeah.
Daniel Steve Brule.
Daniel Bruhl, whatever the hell, however you pronounce
Yeah.
it, he is joining the cast of Captain America 3, apparently as a villain, but apparently not as the villain of Captain America 3, but the villain of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Because I was going to flip out and say, oh my god, I could picture him being a million people in Captain America 3.
Well, you still could probably be those
Now-
people, no? Oh,
Yeah.
well, no, actually, you're right. It narrows it down if he's going to be the baddie in Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
So who does Captain America fight that's always dealing in whiz-biz?
Sorry?
Whiz-biz. Which...
Oh, he doesn't really fight anybody who's dealing with whiz-biz.
What is...
Unless it's
Whiz
Oh,
biz.
Unless it's-
yeah. Whiz
unless it's
biz. Got
Nazi,
it.
Nazi
Yeah.
whiz-biz.
Nazi whiz-biz.
Yeah.
How about the guy with the purple mask?
Oh, no.
Oh,
May-
Purple Skull?
No, yeah, Purple Skull. his next
Purple
nemesis.
Skull?
Oh,
Yeah.
allergic.
I have no idea. I don't know these freaking
the only thing I can think he could
characters,
be he could be Lucan, who is the reincarnation of Red Skull.
Lucan? Oh,
Yeah.
we were thinking
not
that, that's
reincarnation,
right.
but it's how he gets back. But I don't think they're gonna go about that. Daniel Bruhl though is fantastic.
I was going to say, can we just talk about the fact that he is... You saw Rush?
I only know him from Rush.
Yeah, me too. He was incredible.
See, everybody's saying, "Oh, Daniel Bruhl from this," and I'm like,
yeah, he's
no.
in something else that I
yeah,
forget.
no,
But
I know him as Nicky Lauda from.
Oh, he
from
was
Rush.
I get him
incredible
confused.
in that.
I
That
get
was
him
a good movie.
Stole
I get-
a show, yeah.
I get him confused with the guy who was the bank teller from Dark Knight. What's his name?
You and your friends are dead.
Yeah,
That
him.
guy. What is his name?
Really? That's the guy from...
William Fichtner.
Yeah, Fichtner.
For
How
some
do you,
reason,
what? In what
well,
world?
you say he was the guy in Rush, right?
Yeah.
For some reason, I see his face. I'm like, that's not.
His rival in
yeah,
Rush.
yeah.
They don't look as
They
like
don't
at
even
all.
look alike. They're like 20
I'm not
years
saying.
apart.
I'm not saying they do.
Wow.
That's
That's very, very bizarre.
Oh, Mike.
I'm sorry.
That is about as
Michael.
bizarre as like black and white to me. If you miss, if you
He reminds
goofed
me
up
of
someone
Precious.
black to white. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, he's fantastic. So I say, bring it on again.
Speaking of black and white, did you see that new movie coming out called Selma about Martin Luther King? That actually looks really incredible, and that wasn't on our radar at all.
I've heard the title.
Wilma.
Yeah.
Like that.
Selma,
Selma. It's a
like
town.
and Louise.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It looks really good.
You know what else looks really cool? This
What?
Steve Jobs biopic is turning out to be something pretty damn
Yeah.
cool.
We
Is
talk
it?
about
Now?
it
We
all
got
the
new
time.
news.
Actually, I disagree, says Sony. What? Says the world. Goodbye, says Sony.
What happened?
Sony dropped this shit. And I don't
Steve
mean in a
Jobs
good
movie.
way like a beat. I mean, they are dropping this movie. They're not going to put this movie out.
Basically,
Really?
right before
Yeah.
the ball started rolling.
Yeah, like right as the ball was trying to roll.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, though, Universal is looking to
Yeah, it'll get
pick it up
Yeah, oh yeah.
and send it to the goal. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to happen. You don't
Wow,
have an
wait.
Aaron Sorkin movie with Danny Boyle directing and Michael Fassbender in talks to star and
with all-
have that disappear.
With all
Yeah.
the goofy decisions Sony makes all the time, this is what?
Very just bizarre. It'll
Yeah.
do well.
We gotta.
No, sorry, we're more interested in
This
ridiculous
Sinister
movies.
Six.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if they're even doing that anymore.
Nah, I don't think so.
So that's weird, right? But hey, I don't. I just want to see the movie. Who do I care who releases it? Technically, no.
No.
For the most part, I'm not going to notice.
Maybe there was a clash because maybe they were like, we want to put Sony products in the movie.
Oh
Imagine.
my God! I didn't even think of that. And they were
Imagine
like,
that.
yeah. They were like, and Steve, yeah, we'll give you
Steve
a couple
Jobs.
of Vios.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait a minute. You know, I didn't even think of that. And Jake,
That's-
you might have just blown it wide open.
that sounds like
How did they let it get that far though? They were like, oh, we have to hire Danny Boyle because he'll be really thinking outside the box.
Also, we need
He'll
Sony
give him
Ericsson phones.
Sony, yeah, I was gonna say Danny Boyle. Now this is crazy, right? This is
Yeah,
right in your
Steve Jobs
your world.
creates
Steve
Sony,
Jobs
yeah.
using we reworked the history a little bit, and he's the Papa Bear of Sony products.
It's funny though
Yeah.
because Steve Jobs was inspired by the original Sony Walkman, so maybe that part makes sense, but not the
so
rest
was
of the movie.
Star Lord, and look where that got him.
Yeah, in the grave.
Different galaxy. Also, as far as the Steve Jobs
Don't
movie
say
goes, have you heard also that apparently, now you read the Steve Jobs biography, right?
Mhm.
So did I.
I'll listen to it one day.
I just give
Steve,
Mike a
we-
look.
Steve, we trust.
But you know, his daughter didn't talk to. I can't think of the guy's name that wrote it. Of course,
Walter
right now.
Isaacson.
Thank you, Walter Isaacson.
Isaac Walterson.
Isaac or Isaacson. Walter Isaac. It's just that. That's it. Yeah.
Really?
I think
What
so.
happened?
They didn't talk to Walter about. She didn't talk to him about anything when he was
Yeah.
writing his book. Apparently, she talked to Sorkin up and down.
Interesting.
So this is actually going to work, as far as I'm concerned, as like a whole nother
Take.
biography
Yeah.
almost of Steve Jobs. Well, you know,
She's
a
in
little
it for
bit.
the Sorkin money.
That's pretty wild.
She's in it for the
yeah.
the Hollywood
hooking
money.
up with him. I
She's
don't
in it
know.
for the Hollywood
That is,
money.
of course, Lisa Brennan.
Yep. Named
Uh,
after
now-
the Lisa
No,
computer.
other way around.
In that autobiography,
Lisa
Yeah.
computer named after him.
Her. In that book,
what
Steve
I
Jobs isn't like a god in that book, right? He does a lot of bad stuff.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Yeah, but that's what makes him a god. To
that's
me.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, she'll have even worse things to say.
Yeah.
I was gonna
yeah.
say maybe
She's
she's
a
trying to
shitty
You
clear his
know
name.
about that, right?
I only know that one time where he was in the middle of a train station. He kicked a poor little Asian boy into the tracks.
Yes,
and-
that. No, but
yeah.
no, I'm talking about with Lisa. You know, he refused to.
He estranged his daughter.
Yeah, he was
and then
like,
out
"This
of
ain't my
nowhere,
daughter."
Oh, did he
named
really?
his
For most of
computer
her
after
life.
her.
Why?
Well, maybe not most of her life. Yeah, most of her life. Well, he was alive, I guess. And then finally one day he was like, "All right."
All right.
Fine.
Yeah, they can
I
actually-
guess
yeah.
I'll
the
hug
craziest
you.
part is, I think you know this already though.
I don't know.
While he was saying like that girl Lisa is not my daughter, he created a computer and they were like, "What's it called?" And he was like, "It's the Lisa."
So weird. So fucking weird.
That is incredibly
Incredible.
bizarre.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, that's not even part of the movie, right? It's the
Nope.
Mac, the Next, and the iPod. The Next, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, that's great.
I want to see them coming up with a logo. You ever see the video online of them seeing
Yeah,
the logo
it's
for the
so
first time?
great.
And I'm like, you guys got to be pretending you like that, right? It's like the ugliest thing I've ever
shittiest,
seen.
like-
And they paid him like $20 million.
Yeah,
and he's
that
like,
guy,
check
the-
it out.
The famed designer. I made this logo for you.
Look at
guys.
this logo. And they're
Wow.
like, wow.
Nobody knows anything that we're talking
Yeah,
about
no.
right now.
I
But
don't either.
that's okay. That's a whole different world.
Speaking of worlds.
Speaking of
Speaking of
worlds,
worlds.
not a park, a world.
Jurassic World.
a planet of Jurassic.
A viral site went live this week. I didn't check it
It's
out.
fucking amazing.
Is it? I didn't
I mean,
even
it's
look.
cool, yeah.
Is it like a website for Jurassic Park? quote
Jurassic
unquote?
World. It's called.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a park.
It's
There's
called,
all
yeah,
this-
which the park is called Jurassic World.
Oh,
There's all this info about the scientists and
Yeah.
like the amber and stuff. It's
That's
pretty cool.
Cool. All right, I have to take a look at it. I didn't take a look.
You have
but
to take a look at it. I
you heard that shit.
You gotta take a look at it.
But yeah, I'm gonna Jake a look.
Shake a jag at it.
I'm gonna Jake a sneak peek. I believe we're getting the trailer on Thanksgiving, FYI. So we're thankful for that.
Oh god, I'm
Yeah.
so excited.
What are you gonna do?
Well, every
Are you even
thank-
gonna join your family for Thanksgiving?
every year we get another Jurassic Park trailer on Thanksgiving. And
Yeah,
that's- we
right,
can
so
all
this
be
is just
thank-
another year.
Yeah, it's another
Well,
year.
I mean,
another Jurassic Park.
there's also been word. I don't believe it at all, but there's also word that we're gonna get a Star Wars teaser during the Hobbit.
Yeah, no, it was
which
debunked.
means I gotta go see the Hobbit. It
No, you
was
don't have
debunked.
You don't
Yeah.
have
Good.
to.
Apparently, it was debunked.
I'll
Honestly,
see the Hobbit at home. Sorry.
Really? The only place I could see it is in theaters. I couldn't watch that at home. I'd fall asleep.
I don't know.
I'd fall asleep in the
I
theater.
love
Okay.
I love
In the-
Lord of the
really?
Rings,
You
but I
fall
just
asleep in
can't
the
get
theater?
too excited.
Oh, I
about
guess
it.
I can fall asleep in the theater. It's
I
much
love
more
Middle
difficult.
Earth so much.
The Hobbit
but
is the
Hobbit
only
just-
movie. Hobbit is the only movie I fell asleep in. Like,
Do you put it on if you ever need to go to sleep?
No.
No. Imagine.
Yeah. Oh, finally.
Oh my.
Oh my. There are dwarfs in my house.
So speaking of worlds, let's go to another world.
Speaking of
Oops,
multiple
let's
worlds.
leave that world. Interstellar.
Where are?
Which technically they were traveling intergalactically, not interstellar.
I don't even
but
know what
that's okay.
happened.
Interstellar. Now, you
No
still
idea.
have yet to see this?
Nope.
All right. Well,
Wow.
unfortunately, it's getting to the point where you're
I-
probably going to have it spoiled for you.
What? It was
I'm just
Matthew.
no, I'm just
No.
saying, at this point, we're going to be talking about it, and it's like, things are going to slip. It's been like 2 weeks.
Now, knowing Mike, he already found the
It
spoils on
doesn't-
the internet.
Doesn't sound like a movie that's got like a lot of big twists.
It likes to think it is.
Oh, I mean,
think it does.
there
I
was-
figure out the twist at the beginning.
I didn't, and I
What?
enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
How did you not? Oh, come on.
I-
Okay, we're not
I-
going to spoil it.
I think I would.
We're not spoiling
I
it.
think I would. You know what? I had the decision to see Interstellar or Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
And you
I-
think you went the right way, right?
I saw Big Hero 6 and I
All
had
right,
a
good
good
for you.
time.
Oh, you
Well,
liked
listen,
it?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a
cool.
question, Jake. This is an important
Me?
question.
Okay.
Let's start with this because this is something I don't give a shit about. But it was
Okay.
so constantly being talked about this week, I had to mention it.
Okay.
Did you have sound issues when you saw the movie?
I didn't know, but I also didn't see. I saw it in regular classic IMAX. I did
Regular
not-
classic IMAX.
I didn't see it on film.
I saw it on regular classic film, 70 millimeter IMAX theater. The whole shebang,
Yeah.
whatever. And I, when I was watching it, I wasn't like, oh, this sound is really bad. But then once somebody else said it, I was like, oh, I did think in the middle of it that it was like a little loud. I couldn't hear
Yeah.
anything in a couple. Like I couldn't hear the dialogue in a few scenes. Did it bother me? No, not at all. I would have forgotten if nobody else
Nolan
ever brought it
also
up.
his movies also have a tendency to do that sometimes.
Right. So, well, but my point is that like it didn't bother me. Like I just thought,
It was
oh, it's
an
just
issue
loud.
in the theater. Yeah.
It's just loud. Or no, not even. I just thought, okay, it's loud.
Would you ever imagine yourself ever watching it again, though?
I guess I would watch it again, but like I didn't walk out of the theater like I need to see that again. I walked out like got it.
Yeah, that's.
Like, I was kind of surprised that I was just like, okay.
I
I thought it was gonna be a lot more intricate.
Oh, I really liked it.
I did too. I just said I did. This is
No,
this
no,
is the
I
problem.
yeah, sorry, I don't mean. Yeah, I know.
I
I'm
just
like,
said I
might
liked
as well
it.
be someone watching your review.
Help! I liked it. Help!
No.
I did.
I didn't mean that, but I meant I thought I was gonna be like, whoa, cool, amazing space movie.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I,
me too.
And I came out going, whoa, I felt emotions.
Oh yeah,
about
I
things.
cried in one scene. It was really
Yeah.
good, but I was more the acting, I think, than anything.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, man.
because it was
McConaughey
actually, yeah,
was so good.
I did specifically think when I walked out, I was like, easiest trick in the book, Nolan. Fuck you.
Fuck
That
you.
scene really is, but he sold it.
Yeah, he did. He's really good.
But so that being said, people were saying there was like sound issues and stuff like that. We'll get to. I don't know if you were going into the unlimited thing. We'll talk about that next. But people were saying there were sound issues, whatever, stuff like that. And maybe it was worse for some people. I have no idea.
Okay.
But I can see what they're saying, I guess. And movie theaters were like, understandably, they were like, that's not our fault.
Yeah.
We're all calibrated correctly, and I
Oh,
get
really?
that.
Yeah.
Of course they should say that, right?
Interesting.
Because you don't want people are blaming the theaters because God forbid it's Nolan, and then Nolan comes out and goes, actually, I did it on purpose. I swear to God, he said that.
no!
Swear to God, yeah.
Wow.
So there's two things. One, I already thought this was like Christopher Nolan directing an M. Night Shyamalan script.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? This movie is
Yeah.
basically... If M. Night Shyamalan made the exact same movie, people would have thought it was shit.
Which
I'm just
isn't-
saying.
which to us
Sorry,
is-
everybody.
Yeah, it's not an insult by saying
no,
that
it's
at
not.
all.
I like M. Night
Yeah,
Shyamalan.
yeah.
But I'm just saying the themes that it goes to at the end, it's very much like this is M. Night Shyamalan. I'm not talking like twists and stuff. I'm talking themes, and people look at him and they go, hokey! And they look at Nolan, apparently, and they're like, not hokey, I guess?
I think
but-
it's interesting,
okay.
though, that
I didn't think it was hokey
the
either
movie,
way.
like
so.
the sound issues, because Nolan personally went around New York City
Yeah.
and made sure all these theaters
So
were
right, so I
optimal.
believe
he
him.
sat and watched
Yeah,
the movie
I
at
believe
different
that it
spots.
sounds how he wants it to sound. But it is
Yeah.
kind of funny, though. The reason I brought up Shyamalan is because I already felt that way about the movie when I walked out. And again, I don't mean that in a bad way. I feel like most people would be like, what an insult. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, it's-
I don't.
Yeah.
But ironically, after the happening, M. Night Shyamalan was like, oh, no, we were purposefully making like a bad movie. He said that. Okay, maybe not those words. He was like, we're making like a cheesy B movie. This is like the exact same thing. He's like, yeah, the
I
sound
meant
is
for it to
bad, but I
sound
meant
bad.
for it to sound
Yeah.
that way. Which, again, I didn't think it was
It
bad.
was like
either.
you weren't supposed to hear what Bane
So
said.
I thought that was really funny. That was the biggest offense when he changed Bane's
Changed
voice
Bane,
because it
yeah.
sounded so much better in the clip. But anyway, the IMAX thing sounded great. And then in the movie, like I watch it now, and it's like I'm just picturing Tom Hardy in a sound booth somewhere. But if you are excited to see Interstellar again, if you walked out and you were like, whoa, I didn't get any of that, but it was genius, even though I didn't get it, then, and you had to watch it again, then you can see it a million times. You really can, because they are officially offering, they is AMC, always AMC, AMC's the
Yeah.
best. They're offering an unlimited pass to Interstellar. A little late, I think. They probably should have done this the first
Yeah,
weekend.
They should have
Yeah.
announced this a while
Yeah,
ago, too.
people would have bought it for the first time
Yep.
before even seeing the movie.
Yep.
Maybe that's why I didn't do that.
I don't know, but you can basically go see the movie as much as you want. It's between $20 and $35 depending on where you live, and you just go and see it over and over again.
Pretty cool,
If
honestly.
for some reason
For some
you didn't
reason,
pick
yeah.
up on
I want this to be a
something, I
trend.
guess.
How many
I want
times
this to
could you
happen.
possibly see a movie?
I don't know.
I want this to be an option for most movies. This is cool.
Actually, yeah, why not?
For
Some
something
people go see
fun,
movies all the time.
Guardians of the Galaxy, I would have loved this.
You go see it multiple. Yeah, some movies you see multiple times.
Man of Steel, screw everybody. I would have loved a pass to see Man of Steel multiple
Yeah?
times. Yeah.
Okay, I think a lot of people would. So
No, you'd be surprised.
really, I don't know.
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
Iron
But
Man, Iron Man 3.
I think people that walked out of Man of Steel not happy with it probably went again to be like, really, maybe I missed something. You know what I mean? So I
And
think
then you
that
go,
it's one of
"Oh."
those movies.
Wait, I
But
was right.
That being said, I think I just want to say this about Interstellar because I'm not, I haven't reviewed or anything like that. I don't know about you, but anyone that's getting confused, I think they're getting caught up in the science. Like, it's unnecessary. You can let
Yeah.
the science kind of gloss over you. Like, could I explain to you the science of it? No. Could I explain the story? Very easily.
The only thing that
you know
I
what I mean?
thought-
Like, that's all that matters is the story.
The one thing that I thought could have been vaguely confusing in the movie, something I
was
got
that
a little
20-minute segment I thought could have been cut out with that character we won't talk about?
was the motivations behind said character. Yeah, I was
cut
like,
that whole
why
scene
is
out
he
of the
doing
movie.
this?
Yeah.
Okay, what? That was the only time in the
That-
movie I
yeah,
was
you're
like,
right. I was
what?
thrown off. But guess what? That's my whole point. Is as soon as that was over, if
Awesome.
you will,
Boom.
it went right back and it didn't matter.
Yep,
So I was
didn't
like,
matter at
okay,
all.
that whole part of the movie didn't matter at
Yep.
all. So the one thing that did confuse me didn't matter to the movie,
Yeah.
and so the movie as a whole, very easy to understand.
Yeah.
I thought
And
so.
enjoyable.
There you go. But it was
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I thought it was good.
Casey Affleck.
I say it's totally worth seeing in theaters, though.
Okay.
So see it in
Definitely.
theaters. I mean, because the whole point is it's the spectacle that was the fun part.
Yeah.
Like, imagine watching, I don't know,
Yeah,
watching
it
it at
cracking
home.
is.
Yeah, you wouldn't be like,
I watched
oh,
it.
the story.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, I wish I,
think
saw this on a
it's
big
the
screen.
sound and the swelling music is perfect for the theater.
It's
so
very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all. That's kind of like our big stuff. We have some smaller stuff.
Would you
we want
guys
to talk
engage in
about.
that ticket stuff though? You guys would?
Well, not for
Interstellar,
Interstellar.
but for other movies.
No.
There's let me
only
think.
if
yeah, because there's a couple movies I've seen multiple times in theaters already.
only
this year.
in the case where I see a movie and then I want to see the movie again with my family.
I saw Gone Girl twice.
That
I
would've
saw
been-
I
yeah.
Origins twice. I would have seen it more if anybody would have gone with me.
I would see. I would take if it was a movie coming out like a hugely anticipated movie that I was so excited for. I would take a risk and spend $30 on a ticket
Yeah.
because I'd be like, maybe I
If you
will
think
want
you'll
to see
it
that
again, yeah, why not?
I never, even with movies I like,
They
I
would
don't-
force you to go. You would then definitely go.
Yeah,
You know what
Avengers 2. I would probably get that. I'm excited.
I mean, hey,
about
if
it.
I could have gotten that for Kick-Ass, I saw Kick-Ass 7 times in theaters.
Wow.
So I mean, I would have saved some moolah.
How
Oh, then
many-
again, half of those were free because it was free or festival.
Have you ever seen a movie 7 times?
Nope.
in
the
theaters?
No.
No, the
not
most
even.
I think is 5.
That was the most.
That was
yeah,
Toy
I saw
Story,
Social Network like 3 times.
Toy Story 3, I think.
I think
5
I see a
times.
lot of movies. I see some movies twice.
Iron Man 3, I saw 4 times.
Oh, Wolf of Wall Street.
Holy
was the-
shit.
was- oh, Wolf of Wall Street. I saw like 4 or 5 times in
My
theaters.
God,
so that was
that's
my
like-
second one. I think.
It's like the most endlessly rewatchable 3-hour movie.
Oh,
ever.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah,
Oh
oh
yeah.
God.
Oh yeah.
As much
And
as I
apparently so
Besides
is
Lord of
Interstellar.
the Rings and Godfather.
well, like
yeah,
here's like as much as I fucking loved Wolf of Wall Street,
Yeah. It's long.
I don't
You got
wanna,
it.
I don't want to see it again.
Yeah, that's
see,
fine.
I went and I bought it on Blu-ray. I love it.
I could just put it on in the background. It's
Yeah.
like Social Network for me.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
put it
yeah.
on in the background and look over it in various
You're
points.
like, oh, what dicks? Funny.
Let's talk about scary. Boom.
Nope.
Ooh, look at
You
that.
got him. He is trained.
He's been trained.
You
now
didn't
we're
scare
in.
me.
Yeah, we're in
You
Spookvember.
scared the
You'll
spooks
never scare
out
me
of him.
again.
Boovember. So scary stories to tell in the boo. He was laughing.
I'm too busy laughing. You
Scary
can't
stories to
scare
tell
a
in the dark.
laugher.
Remember this? We've talked about this a million
Of
times.
course.
Yeah. The scary books that are scary and they have
The new
beautiful animations.
update on this is that there's a new writer who's writing this thing.
R.L.
Well, do you remember-
Stein.
Yeah, I wish. I don't wish. The previous writers, you remember, were the guys that did the final
Illustration.
4 Saw movies. Yeah, those guys are clowns. So that was gonna be who the hell knows? We did talk
Okay.
about this already.
So they're out.
They're out.
Good.
Thank God.
Good.
And apparently there's a whole new take with
Oh,
this new
cool.
writer.
Okay, good.
And
So
the
they're
new
just-
writer is right. So they're scrapping that.
Yeah.
And the new writer is. I don't know. I had to look, even though I know it. John August.
And he is.
Oh.
Yeah, please.
Oh.
fill me,
Well, he's written Big Fish. That was his big
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Big Fish. He's done a bunch of stuff, really, realistically.
Yeah.
I can't tell you everything. But I will say that the one movie he's directed I think he did a short, but the feature he's directed that's one of my all-time favorites is The Nines. He wrote and
You
directed
do love that
Oh,
movie.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's a
that's
good
one
never
of my
seen it, but
favorites.
yeah.
I like that movie.
So he's got a good head on his shoulders, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I respect the hell out of him. I think he's got integrity. And so I think if he's tackling this, it's like totally not who I would expect.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I definitely trust him to
Yeah.
do something interesting, I guess.
Is the
You know.
Nines was the Nines scary?
No, not at all.
Because Ryan Gosling is in that, right?
Ryan Reynolds.
No, Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan
He looked a little
Reynolds.
scary on the cover.
Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Which cover did you see? Where he's just standing there?
Yeah.
He's covered in blood.
No, it's not scary at all.
I thought it was scary.
Okay.
Anyway.
You saw the Nines?
Oh, I
Continue.
love it. Yeah.
What was it about? 9, Ryan Reynolds.
Really even can't explain it.
You
All right,
really
good.
can't explain
Really
it.
can't
It's very
explain it.
like sort of. I can't explain
Is
it.
it
But
like art
I will
housey, or
say
is
that
it
like, huh?
Is it like art housey or is it?
Art.
like,
You know what? It's art house, but in the guise of a block. In the guise of a regular movie, almost
Yeah.
like.
Oh, okay.
That's the perfect way to explain
Internally, it's very like. What? But then on the outside, it's very glossy and sort of simple
All right.
looking. You know.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Um,
it's on. If it's still on,
on
I think
Netflix,
it's still
yeah.
on Netflix.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's where I
hell
watched
yeah.
it.
Oh, sweet. Woo! Nice. Only thing I'll say is that pretty much in everything I do that's going to get like reviews and stuff like that, I think look for the 9s. That stuck with me so much. The point in the movie is don't look for the 10s, look for the 9s because those are people that loved it, but genuinely think like here's one little thing that can make it better. Because the 10s are almost always bullshit. It's like, oh my god, I love you. I don't really care if this is good or bad, but I love you. Here's a 10. You know what I mean?
What is it?
10
Ryan
stars.
Gosling is like a man.
It's first
like
of all
a
Ryan
reviewer
Reynolds.
man?
Second of all,
Sorry.
no, but you have to see it. To
I
believe
will.
it.
I
Yeah.
will now.
James Bond. James Bond. I did that wrong. James Bond.
That's how it
James
goes
Bond.
in the movie. They go, who are you? James Bond.
James Bond. Yeah, oops, I was supposed to say just Bond. Apparently, Christoph Waltz is joining the cast, and I would assume as the villain.
Yeah.
Very obvious
Sure.
choice.
Very cool.
Fine by me.
I'd
There's
say
nothing
he's
else
a-
to say about that, really.
Yeah, I would
but
just say he's a perfect Bond villain.
Yep.
He was born to be a Bond villain.
Yeah.
Born to Bond.
pretty much. Like
Yeah.
to the point where it's almost too obvious, though. So
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what they
And
do.
I believe Sam Mendes is coming
He's back to direct,
Yeah.
I think.
Good.
Ooh, yeah, very
Excellent. I
exciting.
just hope he leaves out CGI Komodo
Komodo
dragons.
dragons. Yeah, that was
the one
weird.
thing that took me out of the movie.
So weird.
And it took me out hard.
You know
All
how
of a
easy it would
sudden,
be to get a Komodo dragon? Like
Yeah.
every pet shop has one.
I was
A
like,
Komodo dragon.
Yeah, that's like the easiest thing to find, I feel.
yeah.
All right. Like you have like real tigers in movies sometimes and you can't get a Komodo
I know,
dragon.
come on.
Things moving at like 1 mile per hour.
I know, it's like slow.
Yeah,
You know,
it's pretty slow.
shit
How
thing.
did those people get eaten?
They could have just
Yeah.
taken a still picture of it.
Oh,
and
did
put
they
it
get
in the
eaten
movie.
in that? I forgot they
Yeah,
did.
they-
Yeah,
they
wow,
did.
that was really stupid.
Threw him into
Yeah, that
the
was good.
Komodo pit.
Guys, did you see Pitch Perfect?
Wait.
No, I actually didn't see
You
Pitch
what?
Perfect. No.
Oh no.
Wait, you didn't see Pitch
No, but everybody I know like
You
worships it
obviously
and just
did. You
blasts
did not?
blast the soundtrack. Why would I see it? It's like a singing movie about pop songs, right?
I'm actually shocked. I would have thought you'd come into this swinging like this is the best
They
movie
just
ever.
sing about pop songs and stuff, right?
Yeah, but it's a cappella groups. But I thought that
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought
not
that you were
into
gonna
that.
come in saying it was your favorite movie of all
No.
time. Wow.
Nah, actually, like
Wow, I'm really
when people like
surprised.
play the soundtrack, it like bothers
Where
me.
do you hear this? Who are you hanging out with?
My younger sister.
Okay.
That
How
Anna
old is she?
that
My
Anna
other
Kendrick,
sister.
That Anna Kendrick Cup songs got radio play.
That's
like,
good.
a
It's
lot.
good. You didn't like that?
She
I thought it was
sounds
a good
so
song.
hot. She sounds sexy in
Thank
a song.
you. Yeah,
How do
that's
you
why I
sound hot
like
in a
it.
song?
I don't know, but
Rihanna
she
does
really
too.
does.
But I mean,
Okay. Pitch Perfect to the Streets.
that's what it's called.
No.
Oh.
Pitch Perfect 2. You mean kidding me? The white audience would be afraid.
I thought it would be funny because it's
AKA
like,
the
oh.
whole audience. But
To
no,
the Streets.
basically we have the trailer for Pitch Perfect 2.
All right, what's it about? This time.
It should be Pitcher Perfecter. Yeah, it's about the same exact thing. What do you expect,
Picture
dumbass?
perfect.
It's just more. It's like Kids Bop 3.
Kids
you
Bop,
know,
the movie.
Kids Bop with girls, with
Why is
attractive
this-
girls.
Why is this held in
This
higher
is why,
regard?
How have you not seen this? Everyone except for the
No,
one
there's
girl
not
is
attractive
extremely-
girls. There's the fat girl. Oh, I didn't mean that.
Ooh,
I didn't mean
yes,
that.
all
No,
women.
I
What are you
didn't.
trying to say? You saying you can't have a personal preference when it comes to being attractive. Everyone's beautiful, Jake.
Judging people on the outside.
Jake.
No, you're right.
No, I'm joking.
I know you're being sarcastic,
Okay.
but I'm not.
Um,
I'm just fucking with you.
So here's the thing. First of all, there's a part at the end of the trailer where that she does. I love Rebel Wilson. She's like the still funny Melissa McCarthy, in my opinion.
Because she hasn't like
She hasn't broken out into her, own
she
starring
has a
role.
conservative agent,
Yeah, I
like
guess
a manager's
so. Right,
like,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Let's pull back
Let's
the reins.
pull back. Yeah, exactly. Also, I love how she got started. She just was like, she never had acted before, and she just auditioned and was naturally funny, and they
That's
put her in a
cool.
movie, and there she goes. I love that. I think that's great
That's
because I
cool.
think it's hilarious.
That's
when,
how I got
when,
my
when
start.
For
someone who
actors,
doesn't
yeah.
do anything
Yeah.
is great, and someone who works their whole life never gets anything. I think that's awesome. So
That's like
talk about doing it wrong.
anytime that happens, there's got to be like a struggling
me so
actor.
happy.
A struggling actor puts a bullet in his mouth.
Good. Yeah, they realize like,
Good.
oops, I accidentally did what everybody else did.
I wasted
So
my
listen,
fucking life.
Here's the thing, Jake. Watch it. I
What?
thought you were about to chastise me for
No,
being,
no,
for
no.
being me.
No, I was thinking about that. I was like, wow.
That makes sense.
No, because
doing
like,
what everyone else does puts you in a pool of 99% of people.
But like,
whoa.
yeah, but like you doing what you do, like you would say that you work for what you do, right?
Nah, well, I guess for what I want to do.
But it's like you have to straddle the
But I did it
fine
all
line
wrong
between working really hard
no,
and
it's
then
not about
getting
working
nowhere.
hard. It's about
and-
working hard, not doing what everyone else is doing.
Oh,
It's
okay.
about
Yeah,
being
that's what-
lucky.
Well, Rebel
mostly.
Wilson didn't do anything. and she
Yeah.
just showed up.
I think that's awesome too.
It's awesome
Like
for
if
her.
someone could drop me in a big vat of money. Then
Oh
drop
no,
me
it's
in.
like if there was a big line of actors waiting for their auditions, and like the agent, like, and I'm not online, and an agent goes, "Hey, that guy, get him in here."
Yep.
I'd be like,
Right.
"Fuck all you."
But anyway, yeah, really funny part with her at the end, and also, come on, are you kidding me? Anna Kendrick, Brittany Snow, and there's a bunch of other attractive girls.
Oh,
in this
Brittany
movie.
Snow
Are you
is in it?
crazy?
What?
Where are you living?
Are there any like handsome men in this?
All right, I think I know what our next commentary track is. Finally, we have Peanuts. You see, this is
I'm out.
This is another
It's a
teaser trailer.
Yeah.
What? You didn't like it?
No, see, here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
I don't understand Peanut. I don't get it. I don't.
What are you talking about? Don't lean back. We
I don't-
have to hear
yeah.
more.
I don't-
Jake
okay.
keeps leaning back, like dropping the mic.
I don't get it.
I really like the music, and I really like
Talking about the score, like the theme
of all the Peanuts stuff. The Christmas one, amazing. The actual thing, these kids, this shit, I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. I do like that.
Well, you know,
Charlie
it was
Brown
You
has
mean
like
just Charlie Brown without a theme.
I
you
like
don't get?
I like Charlie Brown has like mild anxiety all the time. I like that. I find that
it's like
relatable.
depressing because
Yeah.
Charles Schultz was very
but other than
depressed.
that, I don't get it. I don't get.
Well,
any
I will
of
say this trailer definitely deviates from the the style of Peanuts.
this trailer's just showing off like what it looks
Animation.
like.
It also- all right.
It doesn't bother me, but it's
It-
very much like okay, pop song flying around Paris.
I
Have
don't
you,
need
have
about
you
this.
seen? You guys have seen The Great Pumpkin, right?
Yeah.
The
No, I've
the
never even
trailer-
heard of it.
The trailer did exactly what the same mistake that The Great Pumpkin made. It was that halfway through Great Pumpkin, all of a sudden, Snoopy just started flying in an airplane, and everyone kind of checks out. They're like, "Why is this happening?
Checks out.
Why?" And then the whole trailer was just
No,
that.
but even worse though, the best part of all that was that you never see it. It's all just sort of like fragments of his
Yeah,
yeah, no,
imagination.
he was really flying
Yeah,
around.
yeah, yeah.
And
So I was
Pitbull
like-
screaming like.
I wasn't
Pitbull,
really
like,
into that.
"Da-da-ba-da-ba."
Was that Pitbull? I wasn't
No.
even paying attention.
I just
oh
like
my
to
god!
think it was.
But I will say that again, the animation looks incredible.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's
So, I'm
probably the most perfect animation I've seen of like adapting a
perfect
character
blend of old and new.
drawing
It's
style.
perfect.
to bring a cartoon character
To
in a
life.
3D world.
You felt the illustrated style.
It looks like
Not the fact
yeah.
that it looks illustrated, but just the style that the illustration was going for.
Right.
I don't know
it's
why
The, it's the
it-
it's the feeling of the original stuff. I think.
I don't know why I have this thing I do when I kind of judge the way movies look. I imagine if you took like a CG movie like Shrek and you show somebody,
careful.
if you show somebody from like the 1950s a clip of Shrek,
They're gonna be like,
their brain will like
"Holy
shut off.
shit."
Right, but if you show
But
them
if you show them
this-
like if you show them this, like look, it's Charlie Brown, just like you remember it.
They
Like,
go,
You're like, oh, that looks
Oh.
funny.
that looks a little strange.
yeah, a little whoosh strange.
It was just strange.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think it looks. It's again, this is just another stupid teaser. Really. There's nothing to
Yeah.
it, but it looks beautiful. It
Are
really
the people
does.
who do all the old voices, are they still alive?
I
No.
doubt it. I think it's always like different people.
And also,
at this point.
not only are they being alive, does it matter that they were children when they did the voice?
Yeah,
Oh,
they,
were
they
they?
were, yeah.
I think with the original
Most of them
Charlie
Oh
Brown,
my
they
God,
were.
you're
Yeah.
right. I didn't even think of that. They
Yeah.
all did sound terrifying in the old
Yeah.
one.
I will say though that the greatest Christmas music ever is the Charlie Brown Christmas.
Well, you know
The
that's
whole
not-
soundtrack.
Oh
the
my
score.
But you know
God,
that
yeah.
that do 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 do.
Yeah.
That's not a Christmas song.
No,
that's
it's
just
not.
No,
Charlie
that's
Brown.
not.
Yeah,
well,
no.
that's funny because I think of it as a Halloween
Yeah,
song.
everyone. Oh, wow,
You
that's
think of it
funny.
as whatever your favorite
I
special
actually-
is.
I
That's
think-
just the theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's strange.
No, Dave Benoit, who did like I don't know why I know so much about the soundtrack.
Yeah, you said you don't like.
Yeah, no, but David Benoit did that song, but then
Wow.
he did the soundtrack for the Christmas thing. So it's all piano.
Right, so it's all in that style.
It's so cool. yeah.
Right. Hell yeah.
Why do I know that? I don't know.
But that's it for movie news. Let's take a break.
Oh, Charlie break.
Okay. Charlie, break your neck when he flips out with the football.
Yeah, the asshole can't kick a football. That's a real
Is
problem.
that his fault? You
So what is that?
jackass?
The end of the movie? He kicks the football. Is that what's gonna
You
happen?
know that's gonna happen. Of
Oh,
course.
I get the goosebumps.
I'm surprised that wasn't the trailer.
But he
Anyway.
he kicks the football. He finally kicks it.
I have a quick plug. And this is a very quick plug because I don't want to, speaking of fatigue, I don't want to tell you guys about it
You
now
wanna
and then
spruce
tell you
the
guys
goose.
about it for
Yeah.
months. I'll tell you about it real quick now, and then I'll remind you again in a couple of weeks. Pity Applause is back. Boom. Pity Applause is back on Monday, January 12th, 2015. And the venue, the address, and everything is all on Facebook.com/Pity Applause. You can check out the information there. Doors at 8:45, show at 9 o'clock. It's a whole new format, and I'm very excited. And I won't bother you about it every week. I'll tell you guys again in a few weeks.
I can't wait.
What do you have to plug, Mike?
Ooh, I got a very special thing to plug. Do you want to plug first? Or?
No, you can go.
Jake, you're such a great guy.
Or do you want me to go first?
No!
By you asking me,
No.
did you like
No.
kind of insinuate
No,
you want
stop
me to
it.
go first? Okay, fine.
Stop.
Hey, go ahead.
All right. I am working on something very special that's going to be premiering very soon. I'm working on my own Patreon page. Now, you might be thinking, why does this douche want money? Well, I want to be. I used to make internet videos quite consistently, and I haven't been able to make those in a long time because I haven't had the resources or anything to really keep that going. And
You don't even have a home.
I don't even have a home.
So your computer's busted.
And my computer's busted, so I need things to keep it going. So I want to start making weekly videos, start a weekly podcast, and you guys can help or you cannot. If you help out, you could get like a cool thumbs up picture from me.
What is the Patreon URL?
To be announced.
Mike, did you really just plug your Patreon before it exists? This is so perfect.
It'll exist when I get home.
Now, if this episode gets 1 million views for some reason,
It's going to exist by
real
Friday.
dumb.
Guys, guess what? I have a Patreon too.
Oh, so
Patreon.com/.
it will be linked. It's linked in the
Yes,
info
it's
on
linked in the info.
YouTube.com.
It'll be out before
Okay,
tomorrow.
gotcha.
Yes.
I know my URL.
Okay, well, plug away.
Patreon.com/Jake Baldino for because video games reviews. But that's besides the point. You guys know about that Patreon. The big thing is, do you want to win a PS4? The other thing I work for, we're giving one away.
What's that?
It's a worldwide contest, Game Ranks.
Oh.
It's a worldwide contest. We're just going to randomly pick someone. It's really easy to enter. YouTube.com/GAMERANXTV. Game Ranks TV. Subscribe there, and there's a video. And
He did just spell it out, Gamer Anx. You heard that, right? Okay.
That's how it's spelled, though.
Yeah, but you spelled it out.
Game
GAMERANX TV.
Game Ranks. And you can win a PS4. That's cool. So you just have to
That is
subscribe
really
to it and
cool.
stuff. There's a link. If you're watching this on YouTube, there is a link in the description. Check it out.
Cool.
Check it
I
out.
wish I could enter, but it would look really bad if I won by
I know.
any miracle. And
And
I
I
don't
get
think
to-
you would get. I think my name would pop up, and you'd have to say I can't do it.
Because I'm
I'd
in
be
charge
so
of doing the
happy,
random
but-
selection. It'd be so funny
If
if, I
my
pull your
name
out
popped
of
up,
a hat.
yeah, you wouldn't
I'd
get.
look at it for a second,
and then flip it
I'd
away.
probably take a picture of it and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, Eric."
You should have signed up as like Strifleric
That's not
Erickson.
That's not a bad. I'm gonna have somebody.
Strifleric
Not a
Erickson.
bad idea. I'm gonna sign up under.
It should be like Ernest Struden.
I can't use my famous pseudonym though, because you know it.
Yeah.
But we have something to plug as a whole.
Ooh, we're gonna plug a hole.
We're gonna plug the whole. NYC Podfest. Big news about this,
big
babies.
shit. Big shit popping.
It is now all ages. It was originally 18 up, and now it's all ages. But under 17, you have to have an adult with you who has to buy a ticket. So
Yeah,
of course,
you
this
baby.
was the way that we got it all ages. Well, we weren't even trying for it. It was people that were asking for it, because I wasn't. I was like, okay, 18 and up is fine, whatever. And then people were like, hey, I'm under 18, can I go? So the way that they were like, okay, fine, because it's a bar, I think, is like where it is. So they were like, all right, fine, we'll do this. But then their logic is your parents has to buy a ticket as well.
Yeah.
So that's the fair trade.
So
makes sense.
It'll be cool. Your parents will like us. I mean, I'm pushing
Yeah, God help you.
24. I can make an old person joke.
How many people-
I can entertain them.
How many people can't we legally kiss?
Oh, you're right.
Well, if the
we'll have to
parent is
find
there
out.
and the parent can say yes,
if the
then we're
parent
fine.
consents, I think that's how
If
like
the parent
rape works.
says yes,
That's how rape
yeah.
works.
That's
yeah.
how like molestation works and stuff. Yeah,
Um,
if the parent consents, then you're okay.
It'll be fun though. If you want to come see us live, New York City, we'll be there.
January
it'll be
11th,
fun.
2015, and of course the next night is Pity Applause. By
It'll
the way,
be
so
like a
stick
live,
around.
pretty much it episode.
Yes, I can't
It'll
wait.
be cool.
Yep.
We're really
Oof.
excited.
Oof.
We're actually looking forward to it.
Oh, I'm
Like,
extremely
we're really
excited.
excited.
Oh, and then we're gonna have a pizza party afterwards. So make sure you don't
So
leave.
come on
Never
down.
ends.
Yep. We'll meet you. We'll
The
have
pizza
fun.
never ends.
We'll meet you, feed you. We also have, speaking of all this Patreon business, the OG Patreon, if you will.
The one that started.
The
it
one that
all.
started
It
it all.
honestly did. Like,
I mean, I'm just waiting for, like, I don't want to name names, but I'm just waiting for all of our friends to join Patreon. I'm just saying.
Hey,
what do
It's
you mean?
gonna happen.
I have one.
No. Yeah.
money is.
We
Oh,
have-
you're saying.
I'm saying I'm not even naming all of them.
Okay.
But
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
just,
other folks.
Well,
Well, I tell you, everybody in video games, everybody in video games has one now.
yeah, so movie reviewers are next,
Yeah.
I assume.
Oh, yeah.
I assume. Where you guys at? Come on.
Where you at?
This is the future. We started the future about a year ago. Get with it. Patreon. It is really the best way for things like this to happen. You don't have, I think the cutting of the ads and sponsors is great because
That's
it
cool.
makes it much more of a genuine connection.
Fuck ads.
I find myself not clicking on some of these people. I love their videos, but I sometimes don't click the video. If I see right at the top, there's like a don't forget to check out this thing, and I'm like, oh, I only made this video for the sponsor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So nothing against that, but this is better. I think so. I'm obviously messing around because we did that for a long time and it was fine. But Patreon.com/pretty-much-it. Here's the deal. We're not going to get into it too much right now because we have a meeting coming up actually in like a week,
business
and we're going to be
meeting.
discussing stuff. And so December will tell you more. But we are going to be sprucing up our Patreon, adding a few things, taking away a few things, whatever. We'll figure it all out. But mostly adding, by the way.
Yeah.
And we need to bump it up a little bit because new studio's coming up soon.
Oh,
new
boy.
situation. It's all coming up very soon. So that will all be addressed very soon. But for now, if you'd like to get a head start on that, there are some openings in the tier to have to hang out with us on a Google Hangout. Of course, you can get all commentary tracks and everything. All that stuff on patreon.com/prettymuchit. And speaking of commentary tracks, I actually skipped over it by mistake. We have a new commentary track for the movie Ant-Boy. It's not Ant-Man. It's not Marvel.
One
it's
of the
nothing.
I have never enjoyed a dumb movie I wasn't supposed to like ever this
And
much.
you liked this?
Yep. Oh,
Boy,
loved
I
it.
really did. Okay.
I loved it.
All right.
I fucking loved it.
Ant-Boy. It's on Netflix. That's, of course, the best part for
it's
you
like,
there.
Yeah.
And
like
I don't want to
Jake's
spoil
dream come
anything,
true.
but there's something very, very funny about it that you'll notice
Immediately.
relatively
Except
early on.
Mike didn't. But
Yeah. But
I was looking for all the wrong things.
You're like,
Yeah.
what is it? What is it?
yeah, you're right. It was like hidden in plain sight.
it's a really
Yeah.
good commentary track. You
So
guys
yes, it is
should
very
check
good.
it
So
out.
check
Yeah.
that out at prettymuchit.com/shop. And of course you've already heard it if you're on Patreon. So there you go.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
And finally,
Shop.
we like to give away a free shirt every week on prettymuchit.com/giveaway. All you have to do is go to that website, go to that URL, and you can see how to enter to win, and that's it. You watch the Monday show and find out if you won.
Can I call it a ural from now on?
Yes,
I love
a
that.
URL.
Urinal.
Yep.
Ural.
Mhm.
Click on a ural.
You're going to paint a mural of that URL.
My name is Ural.
Oh, Jesus. Yours was worse than mine, actually, believe it or not.
Awful, terrible.
And that's it for the break. Jake, break.
Jake from State Farm. People call me that, and I hate
Video
it.
Gake.
Yeah. You know, Watch Dogs came out on Wii U finally this week.
Oh,
Just
boy.
figured I'd.
Is that a story or?
Nope. I'm just. I mean, it is a story if you want to like.
Wow. Can you hear that? Sounds like everyone watching just fell asleep.
No,
Yeah,
I
like,
hear.
it sounds like
people
everyone just skipped
rushing
ahead.
to the store to buy
Watch
Watch
Dogs.
Dogs on Wii U.
Yeah, that one.
Anyway,
disappeared.
let's talk about real video games
Please.
that don't work.
Okay.
Halo Master Chief Collection has been patched at the time of this Friday. If you're watching this, it should be patched by now, and it should be working. I'm gonna go home and see if it works. So here's hoping it does. We talked about it last week, not working.
You gonna go home now?
I'm gonna go home right now. I'm just
Cool.
gonna leave this.
Bye.
Yeah. The next big thing though, that's just housekeeping. Game of Thrones.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. Hola, housekeeping. ¿Cómo estás?
Oof.
Not that they're all.
women.
Yeah. They actually are. I've never been like, hello, housekeeping.
Ooh, God,
Ew.
nobody would want that.
Hello, housekeeping. I need to change your towels.
Nobody would want that.
Let me
You know what? Equality.
Yeah. We need more
I
male.
think we need more men in the cleaning
in
force.
the cleaning business.
Are you shitting me?
Hola, housekeeping. I
That
need
makes
to
me
change
very
your
upset.
sheets.
I'm offended.
That's an that's an exclusive industry right there.
You're double standards.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
that
We're
is
not even
interesting.
getting into the fact that they're all
We
Mexican.
just exposed. Eric.
I had to bring it back, baby. I'm
Um,
Cuban. I'm allowed to say that. That's kind of the same, right? Go.
I'd say the big
country
thing
away.
this week is Game of Thrones. What do you say?
Oh boy.
Telltale Games has released a trailer for their
Finally.
Game of Thrones
Yeah.
game that's going to be like a type of Walking Dead type of story-based thing.
Yeah. So it's.
I don't know anything about Game of Thrones, so take it away.
So it was like kind of all announced at the same time that the game takes place in the universe of the show, not the books. It's not a made up. It's not like an.
Continue. How
Oh,
can you backtrack?
Seems like most of the characters' voices and likeness are in the game, and it also takes place between like 2 seasons. And that's the news. Thanks, assholes.
Wow, you really can't carry shit yourself, can you?
No, I can't carry shit myself when 2 assholes are fucking humming a Game of Thrones theme. Maybe you shut
should
the fuck
inspire
up.
you.
Inspire me.
The hymn of the throne.
Inspire me.
Inspire me.
Inspire me. Does whatever fire me.
The hymn of
Fuck
the
you.
throne should inspire you.
Fuck
Is that
you
what that
guys.
song's
So are
called?
you
I just
excited
made
for this?
that
How
up.
does the trailer look?
I think it looks great.
It's cool. It's
it-
got real likenesses of the actors.
I think been waiting for a long time to see how Game of Thrones characters translated to video game
It's going to be
graphics.
episodic.
6 episodes.
Episode 1
episodes.
of Fire and Ice.
And I believe that
whatever.
comes out before the end of the year. I think so.
Yeah, definitely soon
Yeah.
then. They usually drop their shit right before they drop it. If you know what I mean.
No, I don't know.
Like
what
they'll
that
be like,
means.
"Hey, this game's coming out. Boom, it's here next week." Like,
Oh, it's, yeah,
Telltale likes to
does
do
that. They drop their
Um,
shit right
will
before
you
they
be
drop
playing
their
it?
shit. Will I be playing it?
Yeah.
Nah.
Really?
What a gullible
shit.
dope.
Hey, I don't know.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm gonna fucking play it.
All right, cool. Are you? I like that the people are in it. They got a little. I saw quite a glimpse of my little friend. I don't. Tyrion Lannister. What the hell is his real name?
That's his name.
Tyrion Lannister. What's his name
My
in real
little
life?
friend.
Yeah. My little friend. My little friend. My little friend.
It's a theme song for Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so you have nothing else to say about that, huh? There's not much to say
I
until
was-
you play it, basically.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
had a lot to say, but we
Yeah.
interrupted him.
Speaking of Thrones, Arkham City. Not Arkham Knight, Arkham City.
Who's
Not
on-
Arkham Origins. Arkham City.
Who's on
Okay.
the throne?
An Easter
Yeah,
egg.
who's on the throne?
An Easter egg or a
Oh.
nod. You know, like a little like inside
Easter
thing.
egg and or nod.
It's like a wink.
AKA
Mike winks
nod.
as he nods.
People who, because I went years not knowing what an Easter egg was, and I was like, "What the fuck is an Easter egg?"
What?
Not even in the context of Easter?
No, I knew that. I knew that. I was like, "Is there an egg?" in
I remember
this?
the first Easter egg I ever found was on the Austin Powers 2 DVD.
What?
If you wait in the special,
Oh, yeah.
if you waited in the special features menu for a long time, like a spaceship came and they played like an extra clip.
Yep.
Those were
Whoa.
Easter eggs.
Yep.
Wow, that's cool, man. Thanks for the
Saw
scoop there.
DVDs had that too.
Yeah.
If like you go down to the bottom and then like click to the right where there's nothing,
Uh-huh.
little jigsaw piece puzzle,
Highlights,
you click it and
yeah.
it goes.
Yeah. Like a monkey.
Boy, I sat there for hours doing that shit. Look at me now, Mom. So what's this Easter egg, you dope?
It's just Calendar Man, and it's like
It's just calendar.
It's
man.
just
it's just
Calendar
Calendar Man.
Man.
You change your PC date to like 2004, and he talks about it like,
Oh, I love stuff like that when
the
you change the
first ti-
date.
Yeah, and it's cool because he talks about like his first victim or whatever, but he's also talking that the date is also the date that Rocksteady started making.
I saw that.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
he's like, oh, my first work was very rushed, but
It was very
it showed
rocky.
potential for greatness, you know, like or whatever. I don't know.
Cool.
I think
It
it's
became
cool that
steady.
Arkham City is now 3 years old,
And people are still finding things.
stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
shit.
Oh, well.
Things and stuff was pretty close.
Yeah.
Stuff and things. Yeah, so that's cool. Last but
But
not least,
let's
though,
talk about the most
let's
important
talk about
story.
what groundbreaking journalism has uncovered. Anderson Cooper 360
Now,
reports.
this is a Gamergate situation.
This is
This should be
this
the
is
basis.
bigger.
This should be, yeah, Gamergate, please. This is the biggest thing.
This
in gaming.
is Toadgate.
Okay, Nintendo has said, speaking about the new Toad game, that Toad, and specifically Toadette from the Nintendo Mario games, they don't
Well,
have a
wait
gender.
a minute. Wait a minute. You just really messed this up for me.
Wow,
Oh,
what did
yeah,
I
that's-
say?
that's-
Toadette
Yeah, Toadette.
doesn't have a gender either.
No,
Yeah, she's
Toad
also
Toadette.
pink and has pigtails.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
but nope.
but that's a girl.
But that makes me freak out because, like, okay,
That
so they
makes me
said that
freak
they
out.
never even thought about it. So how did
What?
Wait, so
It's
they
a
never
little-
thought about
they're
Toad and
little-
Toadette?
they're
boy and girl?
mushroom
No.
people.
They never thought about this.
They're mushroom people. That there should be no thought about
well-
this. They shouldn't have to have any.
But I'm
thought.
saying the fact, like, the thing is, they never thought about it because it's obviously a boy and a girl.
Yeah,
Like, that's
that-
why there was no thought.
Anytime in any like game manual, like anytime like
Gay manual is what I heard.
in any like Nintendo manual,
Yeah.
they obviously have referred to Toad as a him.
Yeah,
before.
for sure.
I guess they're just
So
they're
Nintendo's
trying. They're,
like, you're wrong.
Here's the
they're
thing.
trying to be hip. Like
Oh,
is that?
God.
It's just, well, I mean, look, we're in the age of Nintendo's. The cracks are starting to show. Okay, just last month we also found out Yoshi's real name. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
Yoshisaur, what?
T Yoshisaur,
Yoshisaur, Miyamoto, or whatever. The fuck.
McBottom, or
And
whatever.
also
I don't know.
that,
I don't remember what it was.
Now Toad is neither here nor there.
Also
No
that
boy, no girl.
we also found out that Luigi when he was a teenager he cut himself.
Oh,
I also
yeah.
wondered who
Yeah.
fathered all of Bowser's useless children.
Oof, probably Princess
I mean,
Peach.
who mothered whatever it is?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
mothered?
he fathered him.
Who
That's a trick
mothered
question.
Bowser's
Who's
stupid-
buried in Grant's tomb?
Yeah.
Who fathered Bowser's kids? Bowser.
Yeah, who fucked Bowser?
Oh, God.
Bowser, fuck.
Maybe Toadette.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, but she doesn't have a gender.
I just imagine like you have a gray penis if you have no gender.
Gray. It's a gray area. You have a gray
You have a gray area. You look and you just can't see anything. It's like a blind spot.
Yeah,
You
you
look
have
and you're
a
like,
gray
I
area.
can't see. Like there's just nothing there.
it's just nothing.
It's just
exists.
obscured. No matter. Yeah, it
Yeah.
just doesn't exist. The concept is hard to
It's
describe.
like you're being blurred out in real life.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
it was
exactly.
really important. I figured I'd let you guys out there watching and listening
It
to
just
know.
goes forever.
Thank God we
You
all
look at their crotch, it just goes forever. It just there's nothing there.
It's a void.
It's a fucking void. Matthew
it's
McConaughey
it's a
is like,
wormhole.
help!
He's like, we gotta go.
boy, if he was a couple inches to the right. But anyway, so that's it for video games, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, sorry. It's
Drop
slow
that
week.
bombshell on us.
Like I said, slow week.
Very slow week. We
Except
can thank
for-
Robin for that.
I think you said The Rock for a second. I was like, what?
Oh no, we would never. No.
No.
But let's talk about the poll.
No.
Okay.
Last week's poll was, what glitches, bugs, or downright broken video games have you had to endure?
That was a well-written question, wasn't it? You like that? I think it did a
Yeah,
good
that was
job with
very good.
In third place, we have Arkham Origins. Now, you're gonna have to fill me in. Are there glitches in this, or
I never
just
played
remember it not performing very well and not feeling anywhere near up to the standards that the other Arkham games were. In terms of like collision detection and texture mapping and
well, this was the one that was not
Whoa,
Rocksteady, right? This was the one that wasn't Rocksteady, right?
Yes.
So, but like, did it like not work? 'Cause
No,
this was,
no.
This was mentioned a couple of
No,
times.
yeah, no, this was
Oh.
no.
Interesting.
It was playable. For me.
playable, you say?
No, you know what? When it first came out, I think there was a bug with like the multiplayer or the co-op or something. Something wasn't working. I don't remember.
Batman
what
could get his shit
specifically.
together.
Yeah, welcome to the club, Bats. Okay. We also had on the poll. We had at
Number 2, Heavy
Number 2,
Rain.
Heavy Rain.
I had to look this up. It was
Heavy
the funniest
Rain.
thing.
It's the
Press
funniest-
X to
yeah.
Sean.
The-
It's the funniest
Sean!
thing I've ever seen.
and it gets
Can you
stuck for the
explain
whole
this to
game.
me? What was this?
Well, there was one part in the game where you're running around the mall searching for your son, and you can keep pressing
I'm
the
thinking
button
something
to call
different.
him. And I think there was a glitch where that carried through in the rest of the game
yeah,
for
yeah,
some
yeah.
reason. So throughout the game, throughout a serious scene, you could just keep pressing it. Sean.
And
Sean!
not only that, the character model actually screams, "Sean!"
Yeah, in the middle of a quiet scene, like he's about to kiss the girl, like kiss the female.
And it's like
You know?
it's a cutscene.
Yeah.
He's like it's like a kind of a spoiler because it's like the last scene and he's talking to the bad guy and he's like, you found out my plans. He's like, Sean.
And number 1 was Sonic 2006.
Yeah,
which-
so what's the,
Oh,
again?
yeah.
I don't know anything about this. So this
whole-
one was like
it was-
ultimately the winner, though.
Oh,
so what
God,
was the
there's
deal with
too
this?
many Sonic games that get so mixed up.
They're all broken.
I don't remember which one this one
This was the first one for the Xbox 360.
Oh, because
So-
that wasn't Sonic Unleashed. That was.
It was
pretty
just
bad.
called Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
Well, apparently people.
was really
weren't into
bad.
it. They're all kind of a mess. The new one is pretty dumb. Sonic Boom.
Looks pretty fucking dumb.
I didn't even realize that they added like a dumb subtitle to it. It's not just Sonic Boom like as a reboot. It's Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. So first of all, you're trying to figure out what the hell Sonic Boom is, and you also got this dumb subtitle to deal with.
Speaking of
that
Sonic,
never comes up.
speaking of Sonic, that was going to be mine. Do you remember when the Sega Saturn came out? They had Sonic 3D.
Hell yeah. It was great.
So no one will ever no one believes me because it's like the craziest glitch that ever happened. I started up the first level and I jumped on a bad guy and everything fades out, fades back in. I'm on the last boss.
What?
I'm not like, what? I lost. I got killed.
But you got to taste.
But I was like, it just jumped me from the beginning of the game all the way to the end.
That's amazing.
And
good.
like I looked it up back on the internet, circa 1990.
Nowhere to be found.
8. Like
No one else.
nowhere to be.
the internet
yeah.
didn't even exist. You were just on your computer.
Yeah,
like,
just
where
like
is
typing
this?
letters.
Typing on
Yeah.
Microsoft Word. One day this computer will be more.
One day there'll
More.
be somebody else on the other side.
Yeah.
My
I had a pen
right
pal.
now, I'm just enjoying Assassin's Creed Unity, which has some glitches. I'm sure many of you have heard.
And I think I've told you my biggest gaming glitch was a specific copy of. I won't explain it because I think I've already done it. Legends of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
No,
I had borrowed it from my buddy Andy, and not borrowed it. He gave it to me, and of course I didn't realize why he gave it to me was because it was broken. It didn't save. So I would start
that
it, and I
sucks.
actually had in my mind that I would play through the whole thing and not need to save
Yeah,
it.
right.
So, but like until I realized that, I did it like a dozen times. I just started over, and you can't skip the beginning.
Yeah.
I used to play
It's
video
so
games
long,
like
too.
that.
But like I was thinking, I was like, oh, it doesn't save. That's okay. That's okay. And then eventually I was like, I need to get a real copy of this game because this
Yeah.
game is the shit. I never beat it, but still,
Oh wow.
I'm not a big
Yeah, I know.
I don't beat a lot of video games,
That's okay.
I don't
Takes a
know.
lot out of you. It's
It's more so it's just like like puzzle games I'm like go 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 go. I gotta figure out the next puzzle.
Yeah.
But
'Cause
like
you're
when it's like like Legend of Zelda is not really as it's like the adventure games. I'm kind of like okay. I did beat Resident Evil 4 and I beat like again puzzle games like Portal and stuff. Obviously Portal 2.
Please give us a list of every video game.
I
you've beaten.
probably could give you a list of video games I've beat. I really am. I'm almost done. Also Arkham, the first one. What the hell was it called?
Arkham
Asylum.
Asylum.
Arkham Asylum. Thank you. I beat that.
Cool.
So
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I don't know. I'm just. It's weird. I don't
had the
beat them.
worst
I
ending
play them
ever.
a little bit, and that's it. I thought the ending was
Well.
cool.
nowhere
It
near
was
as
very
good as the
much
second one, which I think-
reminiscent of Scooby-Doo.
It was. It was so
If you think
dumb.
about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
The second one had an
Wait, I
incredible
do
ending.
remember.
They killed the Joker. Spoiler. Everyone knows by now. The game's been out for 3 years. They killed the
I actually
Joker.
didn't like that
The Joker
ending.
fucking dies. You didn't like that?
I didn't like how he just comes out the Joker.
It was like a movie. It was like one of those movies where it's just like an abrupt ending, which I usually don't like, but
It was too abrupt.
Batman just walks out carrying the Joker's dead body. And
And
Gordon's like, "What happened? Batman, what happened?" And then that's it. Oh, bum, 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 bum. I'm talking about Batman.
Ask PMI.
That's my radio voice.
I like the ending thing.
We have questions. They gave us questions. We have answers. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We need to get like a soundboard.
I know
for,
the
like,
first person.
radio
Yeah,
stuff.
we answer a couple of these questions. At Sal Kazoo.
He's an asshole.
Oh,
He's so
okay.
he harasses me on Twitter. All
Yeah.
the time. No, he's super cool.
Favorite score of the year so far?
Hmm.
What do you think? Feel free to use mine. I wrote down.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll just tell you what I wrote down was just things I thought of. Gone Girl. Listen to that one a whole lot. Birdman, very cool with the drums.
I love that.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
That was my favorite.
Locke
thing of
was
the movie.
really good too, because I'm just a big fan of that sort of type of music. It was very like explosions in the sky. And then I have to say, The Guest had a really good soundtrack. I just watched this the other day. A score, I should say.
Yeah.
Really good score.
I don't think I got any.
There's
I don't
more.
know.
I like the I Origin score as well. Like I like the music in movies. Yeah. I got the music in me. Anything that struck out or no?
No, no,
Honestly,
no.
Birdman, yeah.
Birdman's the
I
big
hate
one.
to
That's a
take what
pretty-
you wrote down.
No, it's a pretty big one though. It's very unique.
wasn't
just
catchy or
drums.
anything. It was just the fact
No, not
that
at all. It
was
was very
drums.
scattered. If anything, it can't
Yeah.
be catchy because it was like all over the. It was like freeform
Yeah,
jazz.
It was really cool.
Zippity bop.
Yeah. What's that? SpongeBob, right? Freeform jazz.
Freeform jazz.
Yeah, that was so
Yeah,
cool.
it's classic. At TCAM85, does anyone actually floss their teeth? And this is interesting. I wrote this down because I had just finished
Flossing?
brushing my teeth, and I saw this, and I was like, "Ooh, I want to put this down because I'm curious about your teeth habits."
Only when it gets bad.
Okay. I tend to floss every night.
Really?
Wow,
You floss
good for
every
Can I
night?
hire you? Jeez.
A piece of my tooth chipped away a while ago, and now there's an easy place for food to catch, so I always got to get that
okay.
out of there. Yeah.
Um,
I didn't go to the dentist about that, though.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it.
I have
Whatever.
bad gums in my family, and the dentist always says your gums will be healthier the more you floss. And it's just so annoying. I never do it. I probably
Yeah.
should,
I'm really bad
but
at
I
it.
don't.
Oh, what'd you say? Your gums?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, I bleed every time. It's just, mine
Ha!
are really
That's
sensitive.
why I don't do it. I don't.
I don't.
Like
But
that
the thing
shit.
is, like, I would go to the dentist and they'd be like, your gums aren't supposed to bleed, and I'm like, yeah, but I've been doing this. It's been like this all my life,
yeah,
so
no,
it's
my
normal.
dentist said it's
you know
okay.
what I mean?
My dentist
Yeah.
said it's okay.
It's
That's
completely
weird.
normal to me.
Yeah.
I don't care.
No, it's okay.
I really don't care.
Hey, you can get like perfectly fine fake teeth these days.
Yeah, I actually have no problem with messed up. Like, if your teeth are not perfect, I actually
All
think
right.
you look
Can I just
probably
say with
more
these- with
unique and
these-
interesting.
With these
but, okay.
Ask PMI questions,
Yeah.
like, can you like show them to us early next time?
So you
Because,
have
like
a
I
chance
can't
to-
think of anything. Like
Okay.
I can't think
That's
of
a
these
good
shit on the
point.
spot.
That's a good point.
God damn.
That being said, at Vlad Rocks Your Socks, worst theme park experience. Because I don't have one either. I figured something would jump into your head. as, like, an
Anytime
immediate,
I have to wait online really long, and the amount of rides I've ridden on,
Dude, wait a
doesn't-
minute. All right, turn off the podcast for a second. You know you're white, right? They
What do
have
you mean?
fast passes for people like us.
No, I don't have the money for that.
Like, you don't need money.
Yeah,
Big
you
money,
do.
You go in and you say, "Look at me.
Look at me. Look at my skin, man.
But
Not
everyone
how
else
it
doesn't
works.
know that.
not
No,
how it
really,
works.
actually, I do look at that as like I am way too white to wait in this line. I always get fast passes. I don't care. Somebody once said, I said something about like, went to a theme park, they didn't offer fast passes, I left or something like that. Or like I went to something and I was like, they didn't offer a fast pass and I left.
You get
And they
used
were
to
like,
it.
what? Are you too good to wait in line? And I was like,
Yes.
yes, I am.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, I am. What are you
Li-
talking? Yes,
yeah.
I'm sorry, you're not.
Yeah, lines are the fucking worst.
Yeah, it's such a waste of time, literally.
Yeah. Fast passes were the
So-
best thing to ever be.
It's if you calculate how much you're spending per minute you're saving not standing in a line,
Uh huh.
Yeah.
it's like
We
okay,
actually-
Horror
I
Nights.
got-
Horror Nights.
I was-
if you go to
this is
Horror
Horror
Nights,
Nights.
if you go without a fast pass,
This is my
you're
story.
gonna go in like half the houses. So what a waste!
I
Spend an extra $50 or $60 to go to everything.
My worst theme park experience was Six
when
Flags.
it rained. Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Horror Nights.
Six Flags during its Halloween
Fright Fest.
Fi-
yeah.
Fright Fest. We rode one ride that took us over an hour to get into.
What were you there for an hour?
No, we were there for like a
All
whole
day. So why? What? Well, I don't understand though. Wait, why didn't you go on anything else?
Because the lines were too long. We were like, if we wait in this line, it's gonna be the end of the day.
Yeah,
by
see,
the
that's
time
why,
we
that's
ride
why
it.
I don't
Yeah.
like lines.
So
They
you
were
went on
literally
the
like
shortest line.
like
you
2
could
hour
find.
long. Like
Was it Superman?
Batman actually.
Chiller? Was it a long time ago?
No,
Oh, okay.
It was. I never rode Chiller.
Never.
Never. It got
It
taken
was
down.
the best one. I know it
I
got taken
know.
down. It got struck by lightning. How cool is that?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm big on So worst theme park experience? How about any park that doesn't offer a
Yeah,
fast
with no
pass?
fast
How about
pass,
that?
no fucking deal.
Yeah, no deal. At Robbie Gray 4. I didn't have to lean that far because I have my glasses on. Do you have any advice for moving to New York City?
Get used to the
I mean,
taste
not
of.
that you guys live in the city, but you know.
Get used to the taste of penis.
Mm-hmm. That's a little known fact is that you do wake up with that sort of like.
Yeah, that's like in the air.
Yeah, it's kind of in the air.
Not
yeah.
living paycheck to paycheck will make it a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Have some disposable income, you're saying?
Have money. Yeah, definitely. You have to have
Yeah,
money.
have bills.
How about, okay, my big thing is have a reason.
Yeah,
That too. Yeah,
That's like
definitely.
my biggest thing.
don't just move.
Like,
to
don't
New
just
York
move to the
and-
city for no reason. Have a reason to move here. If you move to the city and you don't do anything, then what's the point?
I don't know. I mean, if you really love it and you appreciate it, you deserve to live here.
That's a reason.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you're like, oh, I hear New York City's the place to be, and then like you have no plan or you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
You like it's not nothing's gonna just fall in your lap unless you're Rebel Wilson. You have to have a plan and do like take. My point is like take advantage of living in the greatest city in the world.
Oh, yeah,
and I've
definitely.
been to almost all of them. That's not even true. I've been to a lot of them.
You haven't
It's
been
the
to
best city in the
Philadelphia,
world.
have
Sorry.
you?
Have you ever been to
have.
Dubai?
Just kidding.
Yes, I have.
Oh,
No. Yeah.
I watched Mission Impossible.
Dubai looks pretty fucking cool.
But yeah, that's my big thing. That's my big advice is like have a reason, have a plan, sort of.
What is it, Robbie?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
And I'm assuming
I
that this
assume
like,
you're a
advice
boy.
from New York City for a reason. I'm assuming it's not just like random.
Bring your girlfriend with you. Good luck finding one here.
You're kidding, right?
They're all so mean.
It's like the. I don't want to get into
No,
it.
I'm just. Oh, you would know. I'm just kidding. No, they're very nice to me. They treat me nice.
Yeah, they're very nice. A little too nice sometimes. At Danny B Reviews.
Oh, he's been watching us for a long time. He's
Yeah,
really cool.
what will happen during PMI 5.0?
We will all quit.
I will finally
We'll
quit. Yeah.
hire.
500 5.0 now it all makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what it is. 500 on my. If my Patreon hits $500, I will quit. Pretty much it.
Nice. It all rhymes.
Help me quit.
Nice.
I'm lobbying. You can help me quit.
Anyway, what's really going to happen is, like I said, we're not going to get too into it right now, but I will say that we do have a plan. We know what's going on. I don't remember if I ever gave sort of like a time period when it would begin.
We have a plan. I don't remember.
No, I'm saying I don't remember because I like to not do that anymore.
Yeah.
But I think I might have said January 2015. It's actually not going to be January 2015, and there is a reason why, and we'll explain that after
I
that
think
meeting.
the month starts with like an A, right?
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah.
It's one of the months that starts with an A. Nice. Great. Now we
like
just put that down.
One month is 5,
But,
basically.
yeah,
I mean,
except that's the one before that. And but there's a very specific reason that is completely like it's about as logical as it gets. It's just kind of like a little bit of a waiting game. But
we're still figuring it out.
yeah, we're
but
working on that. But the plan for what we wanted to do is still in place. It's just a matter of pushed off a little tiny bit, and we're gonna get into that next month once we sort of like we're gonna let you guys know like exactly what's going on.
we're gonna
As
let you
much
have
as I
your
like
turkey.
I like to sort of keep it behind the scenes, so it's like you don't have to worry about the boring stuff and you just get to see the cool stuff. But
Yeah.
it is actually kind of cool. I think what we're doing. So like the reason we're holding off a little bit is kind of interesting. I think.
Is it?
You
Oh
know-
yeah. I
it's
forgot
it's
for
kind
a
of
second. Yeah.
like for someone that like an analytical mind like me, like it's kind of like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool. We'll tell you guys about it probably next month.
Pat yourself on the back. Some
But
more.
that is it for this week's episode of.
Pretty much it.
He said it. Goodbye.
You didn't ask a poll question for next week. Get back up.
up here. Get up here.
What are your Thanksgiving plans? And that's pretty much it.